Hello, it is EDUT 521. Welcome. My name is Bill Selleck. I'm your instructor. Start off a little bit about me. Pronouns are he, him. I am Director of Technology at Hillbrook School for my day job. Should we just look around a little bit? I'm in the science garden right now. Where are the chickens? I think you can see we have little chickens hidden. It's not reversed. There they are. Yeah. Anyway, it's beautiful here. We're an independent school. We're K-8. Soon to be a high school. I think I can share that. Um, yeah, this is year 8 for me at Hillbrook. Also adjunct faculty, obviously, at Concordia University Irvine. And I'm excited about this course. I really am. I forgot to mention, my first grader is right in that room. I have 3 kids. They all go to Hillbrook in 1st, 3rd, and 4th grade. Before I was doing admin stuff as tech director, I was teaching kindergarten, 2nd grade, 4th and 5th grade music. So definitely an elementary person. Also do some continue work with students K-8. So yeah, good times. This course, hopefully you're excited about. And if you are not, you are going to be. It is one of those where when I was doing my graduate coursework, we touched just a little bit on assistive technology, and it felt very separate, like if you're a special ed teacher, you need to know about it, and no one else does. And I've learned so much, and technology has changed so much. It's really like technology that assists all learners. This benefits all of your students. It will hopefully help you shape what really everything happens in your room or in your school. So let's jump in a little bit with what you're going to be looking at, reading, what we're going to be talking about. And then also each week, I'm going to be going through and give you week by week a video and an announcement. So we'll dig more into each assignment as it goes. Also, you might be able to hear, I don't know how well my AirPods are picking up. We have a walkathon today, a big fundraiser for our school. So that's the student band rehearsing right now. It's a battle of the bands, which is interesting. They're playing 3 songs, and then employees were playing 3 songs. I'm going to play some bass. It's going to be good. What are we playing? Of all things, we're opening with Bob Marley, Three Little Birds. I say opening like it's a K-8 school. I have no visions of grandeur of playing bass in a K-8 school. Some people take it very seriously. We're going to have a good time. Anyway, Bob Marley, Three Little Birds. Everything's going to be all right. And then Alice Merton, I think. Let's check. I have the playlist right here. Yeah, Alice Merton, No Roots. Do you know this song? 2018 was apparently a hit. Jamie, our newer music teacher, is going to be singing that. Starts with me playing bass. I'm pretty excited about that. And then it's a walkathon. Do you have any guesses what we're ending with? Maybe about 2 more seconds to guess. Walking on Sunshine. Throwback. The key of B flat. It'll be fun. So anyway, if you hear like random, you're like, what is that in the background? Those are the students rehearsing. I need to get over there soon. Let's go through what's going on. If you have me in one tab, you can open up, you may follow along in Blackboard on the other. Be sure and read the Meet Your Instructor. That's what this is. You've already done it. Of course, there's ways to get in touch with me. If you're looking at me on the website, I don't know where I'm pointing, but around me, there are resources. Next thing you want to click on is the syllabus and textbooks. Please carefully read through the syllabus. You're a graduate student, so I'm assuming you're able to read through all that on your own. I'm going to give you some highlights now. Please, please, please be sure at the very bottom to click on the program course policies. That's a separate link. It's really important that you go through looking at academic honesty, that you look at our late policy. That has been updated recently. You are able to submit late assignments. I am required to take 10% off per day that it's late. And I strongly, strongly encourage you to reach out ahead of time, anytime you are concerned that something might be late, particularly if you or a loved one is sick. So reach out. It is still, there's still a lot going on the planet. And so this is, taking this course is a lot, particularly if you're working full time. So hang in there, continue to be safe, and just reach out with me when things come up. Also in the course policies, there's resources to, where did it go? To the library resources, writing expectations, and then under I, it's alphabetical. Under I, there's a handful of different resources for writing. So if you've not taken advantage of the writing studio, the online writing studio, strongly encourage you to do that. You get some great feedback. I remember I had a couple instructors in my grad work that were so thorough with how they gave feedback. I was like, wow, I'm actually a better writer because of this. Actually, just one in particular. But yeah. And then also with Grammarly, you do have access to Grammarly as a CUI student. So take advantage of that. Just if you're not using it and you've installed the Chrome extension, I encourage you to turn off the Chrome extension. It takes a lot of processor power. Just having Google Chrome open, if you have a Grammarly Chrome extension, it's gonna it does not play well with others. So that's a bit about the syllabus. You have one primary textbook. It's called Assistive Technology in the Classroom. It is we'll often just call it the Dell text. It's good stuff, even though it was published a handful of years ago, not a handful, like 5 years ago. Still really helpful, and still the way to think about assistive technology is for sure there. The technologies continue to change. And then as always, you have your APA manual, 7th edition. So let's go very quickly week by week, because where are we in the video? We're already 6 minutes in. So first week, and again, you will get more details. So if you click on the week one, you get some details about the week one. It's really like the history of assistive technologies and universal design. Each week is going to be pretty similar. You're going to have an instructor overview. That's me. Hi. There's going to be some readings from the Dell text. There's sometimes links to additional things. And there's usually a couple videos. Sometimes there's a self-paced e-lesson. The E stands for electronic. They look a little outdated. The content is really good. So try not to judge those too hard. And then nearly every week is going to be the same exact format. You're going to have a discussion board post. Initial post is due Thursday. 2 follow-ups to classmates due on Sunday. So be sure and do those each week. And then you're going to jump in and look at your e-portfolio. In the week 1 video, I'll give you a little more details about what's going on with that. And then you're going to have your assistive technology table in week 1. Week 2 is, similar idea, looking at rubrics to assess assistive technologies. Whenever you see AT, that's assistive technologies, unless you're a Star Wars fan, in which case it could be an AT as well. Again, you're going to have readings, some videos, discussion board. I think my favorite video of all is in week 2 with Mark and Sadie. It's a TED Talk they gave. I'll talk more about that. That's, I think that's the single best video we're going to share with you. And then you're going to continue to work on your e-portfolio. You're going to be assessing different assistive technologies, different AT, and sharing a rubric. Jumping ahead to week 3. So we're at the end of May here. You're wrapping up the school year probably, looking at UDL and how we differentiate instruction is kind of the goal of week 3. Again, you're continuing to read a couple chapters from the Dell text, more e-lessons, electronic lessons, more discussion board posts, and then here's where you're going to start your instructional 3-day lesson plan. So it's a pretty lengthy 3-day lesson plan, right? So that's going to be due week 7, but you're going to start it on week 3 so that you have some time. And then every week you're going to add a little bit more to your e-portfolio with the hope that by the time you get to week 8, the e-portfolio is pretty much done and pretty much ready to go. Looking on to week 4, here's where we start June. Are you done with school yet? Possibly. We're looking at how technology can support communication. And again, this is not an aside thing, like for just kids that need assistive technology. We all benefit from assistive technology. And it's pretty profound that something as simple as just a phone is no longer simple. And then particularly if you have an Apple device, there's so many accessibility features built in that it makes getting assistive technology not only simple and seamless, but invisible, which I think makes it the whole thing more inclusive, which is really, really important. What else do we have in week 4? You're going to be trying something new, sharing your assistive technology tools inventory. You're going to keep working on that e-portfolio. You're starting to see kind of a pattern here. Once you figure out that first week, hopefully it's going to be a little bit clearer. Week 5, we jump into the SAMR model: substitute, augmentation, modification, redefinition. Different ways to think about how tools change when they move from analog to digital. And I'll talk a lot about that, jump on a little soapbox, I think. But it's not that substitution is worse than redefinition. It's just different ways of thinking about it. Sometimes all you need is the notes app and you're good to go. You don't have to redefine how we take notes. Moving on to week 6. We're talking a little bit about the digital divide, which hopefully you've learned a lot about through the pandemic over the last couple years. Um, we'll talk a lot about that, and then talk about different strategies for communicating and different tech tools with that. There's a lot of different articles in week 6 for you, and this is where you're going to have an Assistive Technologies in-service presentation. The idea of it is that you are the expert in the room and you're actually providing an in-service or some professional development training to some colleagues, to some other people. So again, we'll jump into that a lot more. Almost done with the course. Week 7, looking about early literacy. We have a couple pretty good videos. Some of them look a little outdated, but again, like, the idea of it is so good. Week 7, I want to make sure to note there are 2 discussion board posts. That means by Thursday, you have 2 initial posts, and then by Sunday, you have 4 total replies. Every once in a while, someone will be like, oh, I only did 2 replies, 4 altogether, and I'll remind you about that in week 7. At this point, your e-portfolio, you've been building it slowly along the way. It's almost done. The big thing in week 7 is to finish up and submit your 3-day lesson plan. It's going to be good. And then week 8 ends on a Friday. And so it's really just putting everything together. Discussion board this time is due by Friday, and your e-portfolio is due that Friday on our last day. So that is the course. Be sure and read thoroughly through the syllabus and our course expectations, and then head over to week 1, and we'll get a little more details about what's going on there. Welcome again to 521. It's good to have you here.